Hi guys and welcome to another edition of the General Gerry channel. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. There's a lot of questions to get through right now. For anyone who doesn't know, I posted on my Facebook for a Q&A video. A lot of you have been asking for it, so next time I'm doing a Q&A, if you leave your questions in the comments below, I will combine them with the Facebook one as well, so I'll combine the two, as well. I didn't want to just make a video saying leave your comments below because, you know, so I thought I'll do Facebook and see what happens. So, a lot of people left comments on Facebook, so next time I do a Q&A, leave your comments below, and I will read them, on the next Q&A, which I might do it next week or some shape or form, but if you leave your questions, I'll accompany that with the Facebook ones in this one as well. So anyway, let's get into the questions right now. Shadowman says, what is your favorite Undertaker moment in the 25-year career? Shout out to Shadowman, by the way. Personally, for me, I think it's definitely Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. That match, the last match that they had was definitely a really great moment. Let me think. There's a whole lot of Undertaker ones. Definitely his feud with Kane, when Kane debuted, it was definitely like a big fail, because it was just like, you know, holy shit, is Kane. Obviously, when Undertaker threw Mick Foley off a Hell in a Cell is definitely, one of my favorite moments, so. Stageman, shout out to Stageman, he says, what do you think is WWE's most overrated and underrated year in history since watching the product? The most overrated is last year. I see a lot of people saying that last year was great because 2013 I think it was, it was the year when Daniel Bryan won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Everyone was like overhyping it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And shit, it was a horrible year in professional wrestling. Yes, it was good to see Daniel Bryan have a championship. I understand why some people might not like him. I do like him, but I'm not one of these smarks that's gonna say, "Oh, that basically tells people that get all emotional over wrestling opinions." I'm not one of them people, but definitely the most overrated was when he won. The underrated, I would even say 2008 is very underrated because the feud that was actually 2008, it was actually the year that I believe I got back into professional wrestling, and it was Jeff Hardy and CM Punk were, their feud that actually got me back into WWE. I would even go as far as to say remember the year where, the first Nexus showed up? That was definitely an underrated year. 2010 in WWE was pretty good. It actually had some decent storylines in it. Definitely very underrated. Matt from In the Rope Show says, if there was a zombie attacking you right now, and you could only use the closest object to you right now, what would it be? It'd probably have to be my e-cigarette. I'd probably have to jab it with a fucking e-cigarette in the eye. Can you do an impersonation of Drew McIntyre screaming at Dixie Carter for her to get out of the bathroom? Okay. Dixie Carter! What are you doing? Get out of the bathroom! I can see your muff from here! Well, anyway. Whose commentary was worse? Mike Apple or Taz and Taz and TNA was, oh god, Taz was fucking awful at TNA. He was god awful. Taz half of the time in TNA, I thought he was drunk half the time. He just didn't know what he said. The only thing decent Taz said in TNA was when he said, "Let the pigeons loose." But Taz in TNA was god awful. Oh my god, I don't know. He was just so clueless. What do you think was the worst WWE Survivor Series pay-per-view and why? Probably 2013. Basically all of them, I would even say, because like I just don't like Survivor Series. But 2013 and 2012, I didn't get into any of them at all. I don't like the Survivor Series matches. If you had the chance to create a villain from Dragon Ball Z series, what would you call it? and what would the backstory of the villain and who? Okay, so what would be the backstory of the villain and who is your villain's arch nemesis? Well, first of all, it'd probably be me. I'd be a villain in Dragon Ball Z. That's what I would do, and my arch nemesis would probably be Vegeta. That's what I'd say. Terrence says, buy or sell, who is the better superhero, Superman and Batman? Batman for me all the fucking way. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Batman, yes, Superman's strong and all, but I'm more of a Batman guy myself. Batman is the best, in my personal opinion. What is your favorite Undertaker match and least favorite Taker match at WrestleMania? Didn't like the Triple H match, the first one they had. And my most favorite was the HBK match that they had. Definitely an amazing match. What is your list of things you would tell people not to do when being a YouTuber? Oh boy. Oh, stage man. First of all, I would not, starting off, I kinda, call people out. Don't call people out on YouTube. Just focus on your, don't, call people out. Just cover the product properly. Be entertaining covering it. Whether that is gaming or whatever, because, at the end of the day, YouTube is all about networking. It's also being friendly with your neighbor, which is something that the YWC doesn't really do very often. Be very friendly with everyone, be very nice, be very genuine, don't be a fake phony bitch. You see a lot of these fake phony people that would, try and, they would ask you to be on their show or whatever, and then at the end of the day they're a completely different person. Don't be fake. Be natural in front of the camera. Don't try and whatever you say and feel, just say it. Don't feel that you have to bend to the will of other people saying stuff. Another thing is, don't buy into the YouTube police. Some of the, the people that tell you what to do. Oh, don't do this and don't do that. Oh, why are you doing this? At the end of the day, it is your channel. You can do whatever you want to do. And that's what my advice is. And also, main thing is, don't call people out, especially in the YWC. Don't do any of that shit. What else would I not do? That's about it, really. I can think of the top of my head. The match that got you into wrestling, your favorite non-W, right, okay, so this is by Andrew Bloom, also known as the Wrestling Brainy, shout out to him. The match that got you into wrestling was probably, the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys Royal Rumble 2000. It was when Jeff Hardy jumped off the fire escape and crashed straight on. I watched some of the Attitude Era, but then unfortunately, television channels here were a little bit fucked up. I've caught up on it on the WWE Network there, Jan. Yeah, that was definitely one of the matches that I seen on television. I was like, oh my god, I love it. I still am a big Jeff Hardy fan. I hope he goes to WWE one day. Your favorite non-WWE match? Hate lumberjack matches. Favorite non-WWE match? Your favorite non-WWE match? Favorite non-WWE match? Oh, my favorite non-WWE match? I don't know, oh, in TNA, I don't know what you mean by that. I think you mean is a match that's outside of WWE. I like the Bob Wire match, that they had. I seen TNA, back when TNA was really, really good. They had, Sabu, and it was, Sabu was in it, and, Abyss. It was Sabu and Abyss, and they were in this match with Bob Wire everywhere. It was an amazing match. What is your thoughts on Luchador Underground? Absolutely amazing. I'm actually training a guy. Because a lot of you know my schedule is quite restricted, constantly up on videos. You know, I can't stay up for 24 hours a day. I'm actually getting a guy to do indie wrestling. I might cover the first episode of Lucha Underground when the season starts. So, but yeah, I've seen a few of the episodes of Lucha Underground. I am obviously restricted with the WWE news and the SmackDown news and the NXT and all that there. I'm very restricted because, like, you know, there's certain things you can do. I want to do everything, but unfortunately, you know, it's kind of like Batman. He needs like backup. He needs like a people around him. So anyway, I really like Luchador Underground. If the General Gerry character was already taken out of these listed names, what would you choose? If you were forced. 1, Grumpy Gerry. 2, Sergeant Gerry. Gerry. A lot of my mates in Crumlin actually laugh about that. I actually have a funny... Basically, I was like... I think I was up early or something. I was playing football and some guy says, "Oh, what's your name?" I went, "Gerry." He says, "What's your second name?" I went, Gerry. And I was just, oh god. But I was like tired and shit. And Old Irish Gerry. I think Sergeant Gerry's kind of... Well, probably Grumpy Gerry, because I am quite fucking grumpy. I used to be a really happy person, for anyone who didn't know. Those who probably knew me before, that I used to be a really, like... how's it going? Now I'm just, like, some fucking grumpy bastard. I'll probably say Grumpy Gerry. What would your wrestling finishing move be, and what would you call it? I actually have... I don't know if anyone... Back in school, I used to do, like, what we would do is we would record each other wrestling, right? And my, like, I did, like, the Twist of Fate, but one of my ones was the Atom Bomb, and it was basically where it's basically a fireman's carry into a cutter. And, it's like you put them like that, and then it's basically Alex Riley's move, but better, but it would be like a combination of an F5 into an RKO. That would be my finishing move. What was the only time you liked Cena? Never liked him. Sorry, I just never liked the guy at all. The only time I thought I was gonna get behind him was maybe the Nexus storyline, but they managed to fuck that up as well. Where I thought John Cena was legitimately gonna join the Nexus or wear their t-shirt. It never happened. And no, but I never liked John Cena. In any matches, I never supported him. So anyway. Even people said he should be United States champion. I never liked it. Peter Gilmore, very controversial. He says, "Why is Sean's view so boring?" I don't think Sean's boring. He's not boring. Like, you have to say this. He is entertaining. Like, in terms of he gets people talking about what he's doing. You know, he does get a lot of people talking. About his product. It's just now, like, nobody's really watching WWE. I understand now he's doing gameplay because, like, nobody gives a shit about wrestling anymore, which is probably a smart decision by Sean because, like, nobody's watching wrestling at all. Do you see Ring of Honor and TNA getting major TV deals come 2016? I don't think TNA. I think Ring of Honor, as far as I'm aware, they overtook TNA in the ratings last week. So I seen that. So I think there's going to be good things with Ring of Honor pretty damn soon. Craig Fitzpatrick says, are you shocked as to how much stress Doctor Who Are you shocked at how much success Doctor Who has, not only in America, but all over the world? Yeah, I am really surprised that Americans actually like it, because... it was actually Torchwood got me into Doctor Who, because I watched, I was a big fan, like, I watched the first season of Doctor Who, and I was kind of like, oh, you know, but then, I seen Torchwood, which was with, you know, Captain Jack Harkness, and I seen that, and that really got me into it, and I think Torchwood did pretty well. Didn't particularly like the last season of Torchwood, but anyway, besides the point, yeah, I'm actually really surprised that it is. Fucking Connell. If you had to have sex with a very much dead rotten Margaret Thatcher, kiss your man for 10 minutes or develop leprosy? Which one would you choose? Oh, Connell. I'd probably get leprosy. What the fuck, dude? Christian says, who's your favorite pro wrestler? Who's your favorite pro wrestler match of all time? Favorite pro wrestler, is Jeff Hardy. I've always liked Jeff Hardy. Favorite match of all time. Favorite match of all time is probably say the Royal Rumble of 2000 when The Rock won it. Even though it is official match, it was a match where I generally wanted The Rock to win and I was really invested in it. So yeah. Who would be in the Hall of Fame in 2016? What is your prediction for WWE next year? I think Sting should be in the Hall of Fame. Owen Hart should definitely be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I like to see, well, I know the routine. I like to see the Hardy Boys in the Hall of Fame or the Dudley Boys in the Hall of Fame. Because if Lita's in the Hall of Fame, I think the Hardy Boys should be in the Hall of Fame. That's just my personal opinion. What's your predictions for WWE next year? I think that we're going to see a lot of changes to the actual storyline structure. I think Vince I think a bit of hope right now, but I personally think that WWE are going to make drastic changes in terms of the Royal Rumble. I think that they're probably going to get Brock Lesnar to win. I think that's definitely a safe bet. I don't think they're going to get Roman Reigns to win it. I think he's going to be champion. I think he might be champion for a long time and have Brock Lesnar win it and then do a triple threat between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. That's what my prediction is for next year. I think WrestleMania should be pretty solid. But I do believe that they might do some drastic changes. If not, WWE's screwed. Okay. Yanni said, will you go to the Royal Rumble? No, I can't. I live in Ireland. But I would love to. Can you give my channel a shout out? Yes, subscribe to Yanni. He's a pretty funny guy. And what does General Joker have to say to Slasher? Well, I spoke to him, General Joker, and he's not too pleased with him at all. He's not happy. He's not happy at all. Yanni, I think you have to speak to him. Would the WWE consider having an NXT showcase match on Raw just to keep the audience interested? Don't know about that. Would the WWE consider having an NXT showcase match on Raw? They are already having NXT showcases, really. I mean, you got Kevin Owens, you got, well, Cesaro he wasn't really NXT, but he's kind of in that kind of area. You know, I think you will start seeing more NXT people coming in once Finn Balor comes in and all that there. Is it a good thing? Yeah, but the problem is these NXT people need more character build-up. They're great in the ring and they're great wrestling. I think, though, they need to establish their character a little bit more. It's all great and dandy having indie wrestlers in, and it's all great and dandy having them in there, but at the same time, you need these wrestlers to be built up properly. I mean, just look at that guy, Tyler Breeze. What is he? He's an Adam Rose 2.0. You know what I mean? It's like, so you gotta look at that type of thing. Would WWE consider more adult-oriented, violent matches on the WWE Network for the interest of older fans? They already do, but if I had to say, if I was Vinnie Mac, I would actually make another company exclusive for the network. I would do ECW, or like maybe change it to Extreme. I would EWE, Extreme World Entertainment or something like that there, and have like some of those people like that are really into the hardcore match thing, and have them spotlighted on the WWE Network and make it like a monthly show. and have like a pay-per-view that's exclusive for the WWE Network. That's what I would personally do. Maybe ECW is a little bit, I would like to see it, but maybe like have a show dedicated once a month for these hardcore wrestlers that are really into it. Because there's still wrestlers that actually refuse to maybe go to the indies. They actually are in the backyard and they're still doing that stuff. So I think maybe WWE should showcase that a little bit more. Jason says, how would you fire Kevin Bucky Beaver Dunn, provided you are running WWE? How would I fire Kevin Dunn? I would shit on his face. And he loves my video. Thank you, Jason. Thank you very much, for that. Melanie, big shout out to Melanie, says top 5 WWE Divas. Lita Tristratus, Paige I actually like, Mickey James, and trying to think. Probably Sable, I don't know. I couldn't think of it on the top of my head. What do you think of Finn Balor? Winston says, do you think Finn Balor should add more to his character before he comes on the main roster? I don't think he does. This is the thing. Some people are giving Finn Balor a lot of hate. I want to say this, and this is in the point of view of an Irishman. Did anyone notice that Finn Balor is the very first non-stereotyped the very first non-stereotypical Irishman to be in WWE? Because you got Sheamus with his pasty, basically pure white with ginger hair. Finlay was obviously stereotypical. I know Hornswoggle's not really Irish, but he's stereotypical. There was a few other Irish people there. They were very stereotypical. That was just, I think Finn Balor is kind of paving the way for Irish wrestlers to say you don't need a cheesy Irish leprechaun gimmick to make it. I think Sheamus may have started it because he's not, but he is a little bit stereotypical, a little bit with the red hair and shit. But again, I think Finn Balor, I actually like the whole when he dresses up and shit. That's just my personal opinion. It's definitely something different. Cause he can, like I seen, he can dress up as a Joker, he can do this and that, and obviously most of these kids now are into comic books, so it does add more fan investment into that, but that's just my personal opinion. But again, there are people that don't like Finn Balor. I'm not one of these people that says, oh my god, well, you should love Finn Balor. I'm not one of those people. Everyone knows that, like, if somebody disagrees with an opinion, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not one of these people that, like, goes fucking ballistic, with somebody who bashes the wrestler or whatever. Thoughts on Roman Reigns and why do the Virgins hate him? I think they hate him because they want to be him. I think they want to be Roman Reigns. It's that simple, you know what I mean? Joking aside though, I think that they don't like him because, wrestling fans especially don't like things being shoved down their throat. I mean, just look at John Cena. But the difference is with Roman Reigns is that he wasn't shoved down our throats at start. Let's not forget all these smarks that were chanting for, and a lot of people seem to forget about this, but anyone remember when Batista won the Royal Rumble? When it was between Roman Reigns and Batista, everyone was cheering for Roman Reigns to win that match. Then a year later, WWE gives Roman Reigns a win at the Royal Rumble, and then they boo him. So they're kind of like that philosophy. I think that they should have let Roman win it. They probably should have beat Batista, and Roman should have went through because it got him more over and people would have liked him. I think now because they dragged it on a little bit. But again, Roman Reigns has a second win now. I think if he needs to win this championship. If he doesn't, I don't know what they're going to do with him. Thoughts on Roman Reigns? And who would you... Oh, sorry. Oh, it's a lot of questions there. Who would Liverpool pick up in this upcoming transfer window? A decent striker. Anyone better than fucking Balotelli? Will Cristiano Ronaldo leave Real Madrid? Nah, the money's too good for him, and I don't think he'll go to Manchester United anytime soon. I think he'll go when he's old and decrepit. and he'll be sitting on the bench. I don't think Cristiano Ronaldo's leaving Real Madrid anytime soon. And if he is, he'll probably leave for better money. I don't think he's going to go to United. When do you think Raheem Sterling will reach his true potential? I think when he stops hoofing helium into him. Raheem Sterling's acting like a little bitch, to be honest with you, especially when he left Liverpool. He was like, I want to go. And it's probably not. It's his agent. Who's the best player in the Premier League? For me, it's Hazard. Hazard's really good. Definitely agree. Although Chelsea, with the way things are going now with Chelsea, it's not looking so good. I actually heard Jose Mourinho got in a court case battle or some shit like that. Best Premier League player, a little bit biased. I'm gonna have to go with Stevie Gerrard. Loney's gonna be pissed off at that. But I think Giggs was a very good player in the Premier League. I mean, that guy could run like holy hell, and I'm a Liverpool fan, but like, you have to give Ryan Giggs a lot of credit. Paul Scholes as well was an amazing player as well. So I'm not one of these Liverpool fans who's like, I fucking only like Stevie Gerrard, only like him. Anyway, who is most likely to sign Hazard, Barcelona or Real Madrid? I'd like to see him to go to Barcelona, but like I said, these players only go where the money is. Would Brock Lesnar be a good football player? And soccer, he means. And what team would Brock play for? Well, I'd have him play for Liverpool, and I'd have him as a goalkeeper. Could you imagine, like, fucking someone trying to score against Brock Lesnar? I can't pronounce this guy's name, but it's NJ Juggler Vinat. I can't pronounce his name, but it's I'll just call him NJ. Dude, what match can you make up for WWE? My ideal match is it's like a Royal Rumble, right? But I would probably call it a pit match or something. I'll probably come up with something better later on, but basically, it's like a Royal Rumble match, but you can actually pin your opponent in the ring. There's 40 competitors. No, that's a lie. I would actually have, a Royal Rumble, right? Where it's like if you get thrown over the top rope, you're eliminated, right? And if you can actually get pinned, but the ring is actually 2 times as big. You have 40 competitors come in. Not like, remember they do it like once every like 60 seconds or every 2 minutes or whatever. I have an opponent coming in like every like minute. Like so, all the time. And then you can actually have weapons there as well. And it's basically, I would call it, last man, well, whatever I call it, last man standing. I'd probably call it, I don't know what I'd call it, but it's basically like a Royal Rumble and all that there. What's this? Ask as many as you like. Thank you, good sir. What do you think of NXT? Also, when will TNA die? I think NXT's good, but like I said, some of these characters, like wrestling ability is really great, but these characters don't have any like development. And I think people are maybe setting the bar for NXT maybe a little too high. So when these wrestlers come in, then they see them with these gimmicks, and they're like, "Is this just it?" I'm just saying, lower your expectations a little bit when it comes to that. Also, when will TNA die? I don't know. It could happen. Could happen in 2 months. I don't know. I do think TNA, it's looking bad. I heard rumors that they're gonna be getting another television deal. They're going to India. If I was TNA, I'd probably go to the online streaming service thing. They might not get all the money, but at least they have like, and they also have kind of freedom if they do online streaming. But anyway. Loney, would you rather have sex with your sister or win the lottery? Win the lottery, obviously. Loney, we all know about your capers, eh, Loney? We all know about you, what you get up to, I'll not say it on this video, I don't want to embarrass him. The Smart Busters wrote, what do you think NXT is loaded with mediocre jobbers with no character? Fucking Smart Busters. that have no chance of saving the company. I don't think that they can save the company. I think that it's just like anything. They're an type of an accessory for these indie fans that watch it. Like I said, some of these NXT people don't have character development. They're great wrestlers, don't get me wrong. Some of the wrestling ability is amazing, but again, if you're going to reach to the WWE level, you have to have great character development. And don't forget, a wrestler would recycle through 2, 3, 4, even 5 characters, different characters, before they actually find the perfect thing. So, absolutely, I think NXT needs to, I think people need to lower their expectations a little bit for NXT. NXT is great. I think the pay-per-views are good. But I think some people kind of overhype it a little bit. You know what I mean? And I don't know. But anyway. Anthony Hill said, if Rikishi done stink face to you, would you ever wash your face again? Anthony Hill, boy! Whoa! No. I just walk about with it. I'd be like, you getting a stink face on me, boy. See, did anyone else write anything else? Hi guys, we actually have more questions, so I'm gonna read them. Even though, see, I posted, just made the video, thank you, the video will be up tomorrow, but I seen a few people were posting stuff. So let's get in it, let's not waste any time. Polston, my man, Polston, says, who should assume the face of the WWE if they move away from Cena? Who should be the new face? I think it should be Dean Ambrose. If I had my way, it should be Dean Ambrose, personally, because, like, if Dean actually had good storylines and was actually in the forefront, honestly, I think Dean Ambrose is definitely better than Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's just my opinion. I don't know why he's like the third wheel. But anyway. Calvin King says, I got a better question. Why is Gerry's channel gaining more viewership? I don't know. We are nearly at 2,000 subscribers right now. It's getting a lot of momentum. It's definitely a lot more fun. When I did this channel, I didn't want it just to be about viewership and subscribers. I just wanted, like I said, this is just a hobby. I'm before I used to, upload videos all the time, and, but now I just want to chill out and I just want to enjoy it, and I'm not really doing it for views or subscribers, I'm just doing it for the fans, because honestly, if it wasn't for the fans, I probably wouldn't watch wrestling. But anyway, Polston says again, with the drop in the ratings and all over decline in interest in wrestling, do you think WWE will take all programming to the network? I doubt it. There was actually an article that said that USA Network, basically, there is people were trying to take WWE from the USA Network, and it's worth a hell of a lot of money, and, the WWE Raw is definitely an asset to the USA Network. I could see them doing something like like I've said, they've done exclusive stuff to the network, but they don't want to piss off the television networks and say, right, well, we're gonna show Raw on the network. They can't do that because Raw is exclusive for the USA Network. What was the other things? There's I think SmackDown is an exclusive to the network, which by the way is moving to the USA Network as well, in July, so yeah. I don't think they'll move everything to the network, though I think in the next 10 or 20 years, what you're seeing now is more people not watching television anymore, they're actually on their computer, they're live streaming. You've all heard the Netflix and chill type thing. So a lot of people are more doing online streaming. Even in terms of video games, it's more streaming as well. So I think in the next 20 years, WWE will, if they're around, because you never know WWE might not be around in 20 years. You never know. Lord knows what's going to happen in the next 20 years in terms of professional wrestling. But in terms of that, in my personal belief, I think that WWE will essentially, they might go to the streaming services in the next few years. I think we're seeing a lot of gaming, but I hope that answers your question. Will be done. So it's Calvin King talking. Knock Knock, my mom. By the way, a big shout out to Knock Knock. He was actually the one that designed the General Gerry banner on my YouTube channel. So a big shout out to him. If you could visit any United States city, where and why? Personally, for me, it would be New York City, Las Vegas. I'd go to that city where In the Rope show is. I think it's New Orleans or something, I'm not too sure. Or I forget where Matt's from. I know it's not America, but I'd probably go to the city where WJ's in, so me and WJ could have a few drinks and have some fun, Michael. Do you know what we should do one day? And I think this is if I become a millionaire, right? I actually want to pay all the flights for the YWC members to fly them over in one location, have a big party. So you'd have like Polston, the Smart Busters, WJ, Knock Knock, Jeffrey Rose, like Gemini and Danielson, and you get Sean's View there. You get like just get everyone there. Get Grimm's Toy Show. I'd even get the guy from the Angry Grandpa. Get the whole of the YWC in like one room. It would be pretty amazing. I doubt it'll ever happen, but I would love to see that happen. But anyway, I'm getting off track. If I could visit Las Vegas or New York City. I don't know if you can see, but that's a New York City banner. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it now. New York City banner. Anywho. But yeah. New York City or Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas! And Chance Holland says, what would you do if you had control over WWE? What could I do? Well, first of all, it's a pretty hard question. I think I answered it in one other one, but if I took control, John Cena would be heel, Dean Ambrose would be champion. I would, obviously change it from PG to more of a older dynamic. Entertaining storylines, definitely. I would definitely implement like a Killing Joke type storyline in WWE where like you have like Bray Wyatt beat someone over the head with a crowbar or something. And then that person, like that's just what my theory is. There's a whole lot of other things I would change. I would add a exclusive program to the WWE Network, which would be called like EWE or like well, you could do ECW, but that's WWE fucked that up. Like EWE, where it's Extreme World Entertainment, where it's basically like a hardcore division. So all these like indie guys that do the hardcore stuff, then they would be in an exclusive program just for the WWE Network, and it would be once a month, and it would just go on. That would just be what I would do personally. It's only I could say a whole lot of other things I could say, but oh yeah, and no more tag teams. It would all be tornado tags. I don't like that. Like, I hate that. Like, do it on Raw, but if it's a pay-per-view, it has to be a tornado tag. It's that fucking simple. So anywho, that is all the questions. This is General Gerry on the General Gerry channel. Also, guys, don't forget, comment below if you want more. I'm doing a Q&A maybe in the next week or so, or if I have time, but comment below and you guys will be on that. I'll combine the Facebook with the combine the Facebook with the YouTube comments as well. So anyway, guys, this is General Gerry on the General Gerry channel, signing out.